Hello and welcome back to The Broken Doll. My video before this just stopped and I was just about ready to say my next video, what I'm going to do on The Broken Doll is toes. Head and shoulders, knees and toes. There we go. Now I have picked where I thought I could pick. Now I don't like using a Dremel on my toes. You can see I picked here and I lost a nail. I can build that back up, but I don't want to. I want to leave as much natural as I can. We're going to use the Dremel and we're going to be very, very picky. I'm going to use the tap motion. I didn't lose like the whole bed. It just, a little piece of it came out. Sometimes you can save it. I just Dremel in there. There we go. This paint on this doll is very, very thick. It is thick, thick paint. Now a lot of these dolls were dipped. They weren't hand painted. They were like put on a, there was a thing that went up inside the leg and then they took it and dipped it and then brought it back up. And that's why sometimes on the, when you take the leg off, you'll see little drip marks hanging. And sometimes they knocked them off, sometimes they didn't. And they would just then, and once this was dry, then they just put the leg on the doll and you never knew about these little drip marks down here. But that's why the paint was so thick. It's because they dipped it. If you look at old pictures, you'll see how they did a lot of these dolls. And not all dolls were done that way, but I find that I was reading about how they made dolls. There was an article on it on YouTube there, and I was listening, but there was also one I read about just on my computer. And they said it coated the dolls better by dipping them. And I can almost understand that because they could put, you know, it was like when I hand paint, my paint is thinner. And so when you're, and it's slower. They did massive. This was their mass production for their day. So they were doing hundreds of dolls. So you almost understand what was going on at the time. You know, you go, okay, I get you now, what you were doing. So to get those dolls kicked out and in the arms of little girls and make their money. Oh my goodness. Oh gee, this does not want to come out. This is why your knife can do so much damage. Because you dig. That's why I went with these scalpels. I got them online off of Amazon, and I got some. I got some more in there, but I don't like those ones I got. I got the wrong ones. They're these green ones. They're not the right blade, so I found the shorter blade ones that I like. And the blades do eventually break off. You know they do, but you know they're not meant for this. They're not. They're meant for cutting. You know, but they're great for. I like them for this. And I know I have an X-Acto knife out here. This is an old X-Acto knife set. I got it from a yard sale many years ago. Actually, my husband saw it there for $5, and I didn't even squabble with the price. It was a complete set with extra knife blades and everything. Mind you, it takes all the knife blades up today. It's just an older set, that's all it is. And the knife blades still fit today from it, so that's great, you know, and $5 I got a beautiful wooden box full of knives in it, you know, and they're just gorgeous, you know, but they have a place as well. You find what you like, and what I like is not what the next person likes, you know. You have to find it yourself, and you can try this and see what you think about them, but you don't, one thing about it, I know how much pressure to put on these knives. Ooh, that came off nice. Ooh, I like that one. That was great. Wow. Don't get that all the time. I can only wish for that. So apparently we're in a meteorite shower until August 11th or something like that. Perseus, or if I'm saying that correct. My husband was really big into meteorite showers. We used to take the kids when they were little, go out to the countryside and just watch them. And there was one year my kids were little, they were all asleep, and we had them out near a cornfield and watching these meteorites come in, and oh, it was amazing. And they were coming in at 2 and 3 at a time. 2 banged, actually, they come in like on a force like this, but sometimes 2 will meet because they'll cross each other's path, and 2 actually bashed into each other. It was like a light show. That was beautiful. We never saw that again. One time, done and over. Yeah, a lot of people saw that. If you were out that night, you would see them. But anyways, yeah, beautiful, beautiful sight. I just loved it. But anyways, though, I guess it starts to, but we're overcast, so I won't see a thing today. But I guess this is not its strong time right now. It's not till in August, they say, that the biggest shower of them all like comes in. But right now we got, you know, maybe stragglers are coming in right now. But yeah. So there we go on that. But we got 3 toes done and just 2 more to go. I'm picking the gunk out between your toes. Did I do the other foot yet? Oh, this foot is done. There's a foot done. So that looks really nice, that foot. I'm getting most of this doll done. This hand is done. This arm, I should say. And this arm is done. So this is the last of her, of what I got to do for her, and then I'm done. And we'll be moving on to the next bin of dolls. I think I'm going to keep Dopey with her because she's got the room. The other one doesn't have quite the room for her, for Dopey. Or is it Happy? I don't know what his name was. Though, Snow White is my queen. My daughter says I have to pick a queen. I said, oh, I think I picked one years ago because my first movie I saw was Walt Disney was Snow White. So there you go. Wow. I think I'm going to need my... yeah, I'm going to start digging her. Let's just do this. I hope you're enjoying these videos, just watching me do what I do here. There we go. Man, this is tight going. Okay. Okay. Oh my word. There we go. Sometimes you just got to give a little bit of a dig with your knife. You don't like doing it. I hate doing it, but it's the only way to get that paint off of there. There we go. One more toe. One more toe. Ooh, gee, Tammy. Have I ever sliced myself? No. I have poked myself? Yes. You know, but never cut myself, like, anything bad, no. Never needing stitches or anything of that sort. Yeah, I've nicked myself a few times here and there, but I try to be as careful as I can. Okay, back to the Dremel. Okay, let's get this last bit off of here. There we go. I think this wood is what we consider done now. Just pick out the toenail now area a bit with some paint. And she's looking good. I mean, considering how old she is. There we go. Now, it's not perfect or anything, but we're doing a lot better than what we are. We'll be going over that with some spackling, and you won't see that in the paint, all those little things, but look at the little holes that were in her. These are, like, when they put a lot of these legs together, now we're not done, we still have this up here, but the foot part is done, or as much as I'm going to do right now on her. There's a few little speckled areas that I'll go over. Now, this part up here, maybe we should come back with another part for this. Picking paint out of the doll. Okay, we'll come back with another one on the top part of this. Thanks for joining me.